What's good with all my troops? It's your boy 529 Dev, aka the Lieutenant, and I am back with another video, man. As y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail, today I'll be teaching y'all how to make some stacked cargos. I recorded a video on how to make regular stacked jeans a long time ago, kind of when I first started, so it wasn't the best video, I'm not gonna lie, but we came a long way, bro. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, I don't think I ever brought these stacked cargos to the channel or to the internet really, but they go so hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and y'all know I gotta bless the troops every chance I get, so I'm finna help y'all get fly with the easiest possible way to make stacked cargos at the crib. I don't want to do that much talking. I'm excited to put y'all on to how to do this, so let's get straight into this shit. Let's go. First off, I'm gonna start by telling y'all everything you need in order to make these. So the first item on your list obviously is a pair of cargos. Now you could go with any color of your choice, it really doesn't matter. I like to go with black with all of these tutorial videos just because of the fact that you can't go wrong. In my opinion, black bottoms are the best. I don't know if it just complements my style or that's just a general statement. Anyway though, you're not only gonna need one pair of cargos, but you're gonna need two. There are a bunch of alternatives you could go with if you don't want to spend too much money on these pants. My most recent video was a Walmart challenge and I showed you guys that they had cargos in it for literally $19.90 something, so basically $20, which means you literally can make these stacked cargos for 40 beans, bro. It's not bad at all. As y'all can see, they're standard straight fit cargos, but with any pair of cargos that you choose to go with, it doesn't matter the color or the brand, make sure you pick up two pairs of them. Second item on your list is a pair of scissors. You feel me? We're gonna get surgical with these, so make sure you got a good pair of fabric scissors or just strong scissors in general. Anything that could cut through a pair of cargos, you're gonna be straight. I know every household got a pair of scissors in it, but not all of them could do the job. Now third on the list is actually some pins, because you want to make sure you're very precise with everything that you're doing throughout this process. I'm gonna explain that more throughout the video, but you definitely need some pins. Alright, so last but most definitely not least, you're gonna need a sewing machine, and that's for the quickest and easiest way possible. If you know how to hand sew, that's good. Go ahead, grab your needle and thread, put it to the side, because like I said, you're not gonna need a sewing machine. My fault, y'all, I lied. The sewing machine is actually not the last thing, because how you gonna sew anything without thread? But the real question is, how did I forget that? I mean, I was pronounced brainless at birth, so that's probably why. Nah, but on a serious note, that's actually everything you need in order to make these stacked cargos. So I'm finna fix up this angle for y'all, make sure that y'all can see every little thing that I'm doing step by step, best way possible. Y'all know I got y'all. So let's get straight into the first step. Let's go. So as you can see, we got both cargos right here. What you're gonna want to do is take one of them and just toss them to the side for now. Now with this pair right here, you're gonna want to lay it out flat on your surface just like this from the back, and essentially what you're gonna do is cut right along this seam right here. I'll start from here because that's honestly the easiest way. Once you make your first little cut, I put my scissor inside the hole, that way I'm cutting one side instead of both at the same time. You're gonna get a messed up cut that way, and you also don't want to lose any fabric, so stick your scissor into here and cut along this edge as close as possible. The first backside is done. Now let's worry about getting this front done. So now that we're finished with the front and back, you can see we have two separate pieces. Now with the left pant leg, you can see this is the side with the button and the zipper, and that's really the only thing keeping each side from being symmetrical. So what we're gonna do is just cut out the zipper part. Finish that, and this is garbage, so we just gonna throw this over there. Next up, what you want to do is come to the bottom of the hem and then come up about 5 or 6 inches so that you could cut a little piece off. We are making stacks, but we don't want it to be too much, and then having the end product fitting our body weird. So like I said, come up about 5 or 6 inches and just cut in a straight line all the way across. Once the piece is off, put this pant to the side, grab the other one, and then just put the fabric from the other side of the pant right on top. That way you could cut off the same exact amount. Then these two pieces are pretty much garbage. Now something obvious that we all can notice right here is that this little piece is stopping it from having a straight line down. So basically what we're gonna want to do starting right here is just cutting all the way down to make a straight line. Now I've done this a whole bunch of times, so I'm gonna be eyeballing it, but take your time doing this because each time you cut, you want to do it while keeping as much fabric that you can. So like I said, from here, make this line all the way down as straight as possible. And just like that, I'm done. You guys can see I flipped it over just to make it a little bit easier. But at the end, we have a nice straight cut. And you should be able to open it up just like this. And repeat that same cutting technique on the opposite side. So once you're able to open up both sides and lay them down flat like this, you basically want to turn it inside out and flip them on top of each other the opposite way. Line them back up as straight as possible. And this is where your pins are going to come in handy. So take a couple out and just pin right along this line right here. Alright, y'all, so now that you have both sides pinned together, you're gonna want to put one to the side. It doesn't matter which one at all, but at this point, your sewing machine is gonna hop off the bench, hop in the game and drop like a 35 piece. I'm not gonna front. We definitely been putting in a whole lot of work throughout the game, but I'm finna sub in his sewing machine so he could just capitalize this dub for us. No cap, but let's bring him a little closer, that way I can see. Turn him on. And I'm pretty sure this next step is self-explanatory, but what you want to do is sew a regular straight stitch along these pins. You guys can see I placed these pins super close to the edge, because like I've been saying, you want to keep as much fabric as you can. So again, keeping that in mind, make sure you're sewing very, very close to the edge, basically right next to each pin. Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, as I go along, I actually just slide out the pins just like this. They're only there to keep each side lined up for the time being. But yeah, take your time, let's just keep going. Once you attach each side like this, you're just gonna wanna make one more single stitch right next to it. So 2 in total. It doesn't have to be perfect, but this right here is an idea of what it should look like. Once you're done with this, just grab the other one and do the same exact thing. Alright, so once you put 2 single stitches on each side, you're basically 90% done with the process. And at this point, the pair of cargos that you haven't touched at all will finally come into play. What you wanna do is lay these facing up. That way you have access to the bottom hem right here. You just wanna cut right above that. The reason I'm doing this is just so that you don't have a random bulky part of the pants. You want everything to flow nicely. So this is garbage, and just do the same thing on the other side. Now lay them back down facing up, and once you have them in this position, go ahead and grab the correct leg sleeve that we were working on earlier. Now when I say correct, you want to make sure the slit is not only on the inside, but if you look on the inside of the pants, you will see a regular front pocket, so that's supposed to be on top. Now once you have the correct one, you want to grab the untouched cargo and just tuck that sleeve into the other one, just like this. Once you have it in, you basically could just go in from this side and just pull it through like this. And once you've done that, you want to make sure both hems are aligned perfectly. Make sure one side seam is directly on top of the other, just like this, as well as the other side too. Once you have that aligned, grab your pins again and just pin the hems together. You should have something like this, because you really only need to pin the side seams on top of each other, so only 2 pins. Once you have that, you're gonna want to go ahead and bring the sewing machine back in the game. Now honestly, I love my specific sewing machine for this step, because it actually comes with this piece right here already on it, but obviously you can take it off, which does very well for pants in specific, because you could just open them up like this and just stick it right through here and sew all the way around. I'm not sure how other sewing machines do with this step, but I'm almost 100% sure you can do it. But if you do want a sewing machine with this feature, you guys can see the name of it right here. And yeah, we're gonna go in with a single stitch again, just sew all the way around the original hem, and I'll catch back up to y'all when I'm done. So this right here is exactly what the single stitch should do. You shouldn't have any access in between. You can see they're sewn nice and tightly together, you feel me? Now this shouldn't come apart at all, but just to be very safe, you just want to do the same exact stitch right next to it. So you're gonna have 2 in total. But yeah, let's do it. And just like that, we have the 2 single stitches at the hem right next to each other. And you're basically done with this whole right side. You're just gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. Lay the untouched cargos down flat like this. Get the leg sleeve. Again, make sure the slit right here is facing the inside, and this front pocket is on top. Grab this right here, tuck it inside. Line them up just how you did on the other side. Pin them together, and then just sew them together with 2 single stitches right next to each other. And once you have it looking just like this, you could sub the sewing machine out the game, because he just had 65 points, 12 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he came out with the dub, bro. It's literally clip, bro. You're done. So you want to change it from being inside out to being outside out, or the right way, because if you really think about it, the opposite of inside out would be outside out. I don't know why I'm asking you. I know I'm right, but English just don't make no sense. So yeah, just make sure you have it looking the right way. And this is what your new hem looks like. So this is going to be the bottom. And you're going to have pockets, bro. I'm telling y'all, these is hard. Bro, I'm telling y'all, I'm goated with the sewing machine. Look how straight this aligns. Stop playing with me, bro. So yeah, man, that's basically it. I'm gonna need y'all to follow each step very, very precisely, bro. I'm telling you, I'm the best man to learn something like this from. I just showed y'all the sewing work. Everything lines up perfectly. Only thing is, right now, I can't really show y'all the stacks just because of the fact that they're long as hell. So that's exactly why I'm finna throw them on and show them to you guys on body. I just went crazy, bro. I just want to tell y'all this is not a short process. Just like my last tutorial video, I told you guys that this takes a while, bro. You gotta put time into it, focus, and that's only if you care about the finished product. But if you don't don't want to sit there and make these on your own, but you're interested in having a pair just like this, just go ahead and DM me on Instagram, which is always shown in the bottom corner of each video. If you're watching these videos and you not following me on the gram, what's up with you, bro? I keep all the troops updated on there, and I be throwing hella fits like I'm a Tyler. And if that went over your head just now, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. But if you got it, then you got it. And that's just a fact. I'm finna stop talking y'all head off. We gonna get straight into the on-body footage of what these stacks look like. I went crazy for y'all, so I really would appreciate if y'all went crazy for me down below. And if you simply watch it to this point, I really do want to say I appreciate y'all. And come rock with the troops if you're not already. We for real finna take shit over. But without further ado, let's get straight into that shit. Let's go.
No, I ain't worried about money. I know I'll get more. Back in the day, I broke. Yeah, look, buddy got spin here a joke. Yeah, I got a down ring that I put on my piggy. It's making me float. Yeah, hey, got crossed up in real life. Both your ankles broke. Yeah, I do woke up on one line. Perky had me float.
I see a drink, I can't decide. Fuck it, I'm taking that boat. I got that shit on me, don't try it unless you want it to float. No, I ain't talking about no boat. I got that girl on me, I don't do it for real, but I take it with hoes. I take at least a 20 piece on me when I'm hitting the road. Yeah, and if you don't fly with the birds, you basically breaking the code. Okay, bye.